Tim Laird here with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you out to eat at your favorite local restaurants. And I'm Kevin Harnick.
We've been to a lot of great restaurants through the years, and while many are now part of local history, their flavor and recipes live on.
So join us now for a tasty blast from the past on a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, go inside a Kentucky restaurant with more than 100 years of cooking experience under one roof.
When these guys go off menu, it's as good as any place in the world.
The world is a good way to describe the menu.
And so we want to make sure that we have a wide range of affordable dishes on our menu.
Pizza, steaks, pasta, Asian dishes, Ditto's does it all.
Everything is so fresh and delicious.
So ditto that. I love that. Right now, the chefs are revealing the secrets to their most popular dishes, like the famous Ditto's Thai wings.
These make a perfect appetizer.
Asian lettuce wraps with an American twist.
What we wanted to do here was take a dish that's interpreted in China a certain way and then reinterpret it for the American public.
Plus, citrus Atlantic cod.
Oh, I can't wait to see the secrets of that.
There's going to be lots of food and lots of fun. We're going behind the scenes at Ditto's right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Chef doesn't mind that you told a secret, does he?
I hope not.
Tim Laird with you again. This time we're at Ditto's in Louisville, where the boss in the kitchen is one of the best chefs in the bluegrass.
So we're going to take a big old handful.
Dominic Serratore has been cooking in the restaurant since he was a teenager, and the same is true for Ditto's co-owner, Frank Yang.
Frank was in New York and I was back in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And we've been cooking continuously all these years, through college and through culinary school.
Together, Dominic and Frank have created a Louisville hotspot that's been a local favorite for decades.
Real neighborhood atmosphere that's hard to find.
They have a lot of secrets here in the kitchen at Ditto's because the chefs back here have more than 100 years of experience.
I have 45 years going back, and Frank's got a good 40 years.
Dominic and I have been cooking together since '77. We have a kitchen manager that's been with us for 20 years, and we have another kitchen manager that's been with us for about 14 years.
Excellent. So if you do the math, that's over 100 years.
And all the experience adds up to a lot of incredible flavors.
I've been cooking for 45 years, and I've seen a great transition in the style and the taste that people appreciate in food. And the younger people prefer a very robust flavor.
From steaks to salads, American to Asian, Ditto's will take your taste buds around the world for great flavors.
And when these guys go off menu, it's as good as any place in the world.
We do a Kentucky pork burger with an andouille sausage.
I had the chicken cordon bleu sandwich. It was great.
The warm, fresh bread and butter they served at the beginning of the meal.
French onion soup, hands down, best in the city.
And the bread and the soup together just were fantastic.
It's as good as Paris, it's as good as New York City.
And when it comes to authentic Asian flavor, nothing tops the Ditto's wraps, which have been on the menu since the beginning.
This recipe hasn't changed, neither has Dominic. Asians have a wrap. It's traditionally made with duck, and it's stir-fried and served with iceberg lettuce in a wrap style. What we did is, instead of using duck, we substituted chicken.
And when you learn the secrets, you'll be able to make this yourself at home.
First, Chef Frank shows us the secrets to the original wrap sauce.
Soy sauce, some hoisin, some oyster dressing, sesame oil, chili paste.
Oh, it's that hot sriracha.
You can either use a soybean paste or you can use the sriracha. Peanut butter.
Then, some sugar to sweeten it up and something else to thicken it.
A little cornstarch with chicken stock. And what he'll do is put that on the stove and bring it to a boil. As you can see, the sauce is finished.
I'll tell you what, I know that that's a wrap, so I want to taste the sauce before we bundle it up. Frank, you know what? I wanted to, so I brought my own spoon just in case. I'm always ready for the taste. This looks absolutely fabulous.
I'm already smiling.
Oh, 2 smiles. That is delicious. Oh my God. Great stuff. That's what I call a wrap sauce.
In China, the wrap sauce usually goes on duck. At Ditto's, there's a twist.
What we did is, instead of using duck, we substituted chicken. So what we'll be doing is sauteing the chicken, adding some bamboo shoots.
We've taken a rondo, or a large braising pan here, and we've gotten it very hot on our stove. Okay. We're going to add a little soy oil to this. And you want this smoking hot.
Just make sure it's hot.
Hot. Meanwhile, we've marinated the chicken with some ginger, some green onion, and soy sauce.
How long did you marinate that, Dominic?
We're going to marinate this about 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Marinate. That's excellent.
We do not want our food to steam.
Okay.
We want to sear the food.
Sear it in.
Okay.
And there it is.
The other secret is to cut your chicken into small pieces. It'll cook quicker, and that means you get to eat sooner.
All bite-sized pieces.
Now, Chef Dominic will add another twist to the dish with an incredible homemade dressing that takes these wraps over the top.
This is our citrus garden dressing, and we like using this in several applications. We have a gastrique that we make, okay? So we have vinegar, lemon, and sugar. So in the saute pan, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and a little bit of sugar. And for the gastrique, we're going to just put this on the stove, and we're going to just dissolve the sugar.
Okay.
Okay, this will just take a second.
So the secret is you can make a gastrique sauce at home with just the vinegar, lemon, and sugar.
You do not want to caramelize this. You do not want to raise the oil. You just want to dissolve the sugar. You could easily turn this into a toffee or sour brittle if you leave it on the stove too long.
The other half of the dressing is made in the blender.
In the past, I've done this with a stick blender or my submersible blender, but today we'll use the large blender because some people have this is what they have at home. Okay, so we have olive oil.
Yeah. Sometimes you mean this
That little baby there. That's my favorite tool.
I'll tell you what. I'd love to make a cocktail with this. This is awesome. But anyway, we're going to the blender, which you probably have the blender at home and not one of these. So add away.
We have the perfect puree. This is a lemon zest, and this is available locally at some of the finer stores. We have some fresh garlic cloves, and we have some roasted garlic cloves. The roasted garlic has a sweet note, and of course the regular whole garlic cloves have that little more of that bitter flavor. Okay, we have pepper, cumin, some cayenne, and paprika. Lots of fresh parsley and cilantro.
What I like about Dominic too, he anytime he can, he cooks Kentucky proud, and that's what we love about it because you know it's fresh, good stuff all the time.
The gastrique Dominic made is ready to roll, and it's the final ingredient to go into the blender.
And you want to super emulsify this. You want all the parsley and the cilantro to be very, very fine particles.
Everybody grab the spoons. All right, nice color too, I like that. I mean, very vibrant green. Boom, and bold. That is awesome sauce. That is fantastic. Great job. Now we're ready for my favorite part, the plate up. Frank.
We have the Asian bib wrap we're going to start with. We have some rice noodles that we're going to place in the center, and these have been cooked for about 2 minutes in boiling water. And then we're going to do some individual chicken wraps. This is the chicken wrap that we made earlier, and I put that on top of the rice noodles. And we put a little diced cucumbers on top for a little garnish. In that special dressing that Dominic made earlier, the garden vegetable dressing, we put that on generously. And that's our Asian chicken bib wrap.
This is a great wrap. It's light, refreshing, has a little heat of the sauce, but also the cool of the cucumber. Light, delicious. It's what I call a wrap.
They were delicious.
Oh, it was great. Everything was fantastic.
Alrighty, you want to come to Ditto's for the food because it's excellent, but you'll also want to come to Ditto's for their great work behind the bar. And I see some empty glasses. What do you think, Frank? Can we take care of this?
We'd like to make for you today a Woodford Reserve Citrus Freeze, and Brandon's going to show us how to do that. He's going to start out with putting some ice in a blender. He's going to be adding some Woodford Reserve Bourbon.
By the way, you had me at the Woodford and the Rocks. That's one of my favorite cocktails right there.
He's got limoncello,
Okay.
which is a lemon flavoring. He's going to add a little pink lemonade syrup.
And from there, electricity does the rest.
You know, Frank, that's one of my favorite sounds is the blender going. You know that there's something good going to be coming out of that. I love that.
Always good.
Wow, that looks absolutely fabulous, refreshing. Tell you what, there's 2 glasses here, Frank. Cheers. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, I've got a new favorite. I love this.
Drinks are on the house for everyone.
Fantastic. You heard it from Frank. The drinks are on the house.
Still to come on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, an international spin to an American classic.
I thought it would be kind of hip, kind of now.
Oh, nice.
Get the secrets to Ditto's famous Thai wings.
They were delicious.
Plus, a new take on sweet and sour with seafood. It's all ahead behind the scenes at Ditto's when Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs returns. Tim Laird with you again with more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
It's the show that takes you behind the scenes at your favorite bluegrass restaurants.
We're always in search of fresh flavors in Kentucky, and we found a place that's full of them right here in Louisville, Ditto's Grill.
Everything is so fresh and delicious.
So ditto that. I love that.
And speaking of Ditto's, you might be wondering where that name comes from. The answer is 1927.
When we found out the original name of the building, built in 1927 as an automobile dealership, it was called Ditto and Hertzwell Motor Company. And so we thought Ditto's would be the perfect application of the name for us. And it just caught on.
The owners of Ditto's are both chefs, but they come from entirely different cultures. And of course, that becomes obvious when you try to decide what to order.
The menu at Ditto's will take your taste buds to just about anywhere you want to go.
Dominic Serratore's heritage is Italian. Frank Yang's is Asian.
As time goes on, Dominic has encouraged me to put more of the Asian influence in Ditto's, and I think we've done that.
They certainly have. And the Asian dishes are some of the most popular items on the menu. In fact, nobody can seem to resist Frank's Thai wings.
Okay, Frank, give us some of the secrets to the Thai wings, which is wonderful here at Ditto's. So we're going to actually see how these are made.
Take a little hoisin sauce, 1 can.
And that's a big can, by the way. That's not just a small can. That's a big can. We're going to make a lot of wings.
Or have a big party.
Or have a big party. I like that. I want to come to your house for a party.
The hoisin sauce is the first in a long line of ingredients.
Red vinegar, sherry, soy sauce, hot pepper oil, garlic, sesame oil, sugar, and salt.
So this is going to have a little spiciness to it, and I like the hot pepper oil, so we're going to get some spice, nice flavors, Frank. Oh. And now we're going to do us a little mixing up here. I know Dominic loves the immersion blenders. Also, what I like about this, Frank, is the nice balance between sweet, savory, and heat. I mean, you've got it all going on in this thing, right?
Yeah, I think a good sauce has got to have those qualities. It's got to have a little salt, got to have a little sugar, it's got to have a little bitterness, have a little sweetness. And we cook fresh wings, 1 pound of wings, and we toss it with 1 ounce of this sauce.
Sauce to wing, good stuff.
And it's our Thai wings. And it's served on top of crispy onions called tobacco onions. And the wings are glazed with the Thai sauce.
Now, what I learned about these tobacco onions, they get the name from the color, right? You cook them down or fry them up till they're about that tobacco-y, brownish.
And they're thinly sliced.
Very thin.
I'm thinking I might have to try one of those.
Please,
All right.
please.
All right, I'm going into for a wing. Boom. That's the money. I'm loving it. That tastes great. Fantastic.
It is delicious.
It was super delicious.
It was very good. You won't get that in Germany.
The Thai sauce on the wings is one of a kind. And eating wings isn't the only way to taste it.
We also have another twist on this sauce. We're going to use it on a dish called Thai salmon. We have fresh salmon. We're going to make our Thai salmon. Dan is getting a couple salmon fillets, sauteing it lightly in a little soy oil. With this salmon, we made earlier the Thai glaze, the Thai sauce, and we're just glazing this salmon generously with some Thai sauce. And he'll finish that in the oven. In this pan, we put a little teriyaki sauce. Dan is adding some vegetables, some broccoli, snow peas, water chestnuts, mushrooms, red peppers, a little white rice, about 6 ounces of teriyaki sauce, and we're just going to heat that up. Stir-fry rice in a teriyaki sauce with red peppers, snow peas, broccoli, water chestnuts, mushrooms, and we have 2 gorgeous fillets that we'll serve.
Oh yeah, this looks great. Very nice and moist. Oh man, like salmon I've never had before. That is awesome. And the seafood selections don't stop there. Check out this Ditto's Original. It's a twist on sweet and sour called Citrus Atlantic Cod.
One of the things about many cultures in the world, they all have a different play on sweet and sour. In the Italian culture, it's called agrodolce, sweet and sour. In the French, everybody knows duck à l'orange, that has, is a classic roasted duck with this sweet, little tangy roasted duck that's served with the orange sauce. And the Asian culture, of course, many people know their sweet and sour porks and such. So we took this premise and we developed a seafood dish. This is an extremely simple sauce to execute. And one of the secrets, and I'll show you later on when we're cooking, is the fact that you cook the sauce with the fish. And the fish releases its natural flavor into the sauce while it's baking.
The sweet and sour flavor begins with sugar dissolved in red wine vinegar.
Just so that so it's not a grainy sauce, so that the sugar dissolves and re-liquefies, okay? So basically, Tim, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some fresh orange juice.
Hence Citrus Atlantic Cod.
You want that nice, fresh flavor of the citrus, of the orange.
All right, in comes the chicken stock.
Okay.
All right, cooking with Dominic. We're having fun back here at Ditto's.
And then we're just the slightest thickening with a little cornstarch, just the ever little bit slightest thickening. Everybody's familiar with au jus in the French terminology. Julie is just a little thicker than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Another secret from Chef Dominic. We're learning some of these great terms. Julie. I knew we were in college.
Okay. We'll bring that to a boil, and that's how simple it is.
This is our Citrus Atlantic Cod. Again, Dan lightly floured it and is now sauteing it in a little soy oil. Now we're going to be adding the citrus sauce, which we made earlier. This will be finished in the oven, and the natural juices from the fish will go into the sauce.
All right, so the cod's done. Frank, how do we get it onto the plate?
We're going to take our Ditto's mashed potatoes, and we're going to serve the cod on top of the mashed potatoes with the citrus sauce. 2 delicate fillets. With that, Dan put the citrus sauce, which has the natural juices from the fish. Again, we garnish this with our tomato basil, a little parsley.
Citrus Atlantic Cod, a signature dish at Ditto's. And now that you know the secrets, you can make it at home.
For more information about Ditto's or any other featured restaurants on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, log on to newlocaltv.com.
We have more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs coming up. Next, it's cocktail time with the secrets to the wildest Cosmo you'll ever taste. Plus, a new take on steak from the chefs at Ditto's.
Tim Laird with you again for more secrets of bluegrass chefs. This time, we're in the heart of Louisville's Restaurant Row at Ditto's.
The chefs here at Ditto's are some of the best in Kentucky, and together they come to the table with more than 100 years of experience. Dan Wilson has been working in the kitchen for 14 years, while owner Dominic Serratore and Frank Yang have been at Ditto's since the doors opened in 1990.
Hey, I tell you what, I feel like I'm surrounded by years of wonderful experience and a lot of talent, so hopefully a little is rubbing off.
The history that Frank and Dominic share goes back even before Ditto's.
Both Frank and I started out in the kitchen as teenagers.
They came together in the 70s, working at one of Louisville's first landmark restaurants.
Dominic and I have been cooking together since '77. We worked together in Louisville, Kentucky, downtown at Casa Grisanti's.
Casa Grisanti was the epitome of fine Italian dining. At Ditto's, it's a lot more casual with a much wider offering of flavors.
And so we want to make sure that we have a wide range of affordable dishes on our menu.
Try different things when I'm in and see what they have to offer.
Hamburger, fries.
You can just be with your family or friends and have a good time.
Good grilled chicken and mushroom.
Family atmospheres, good place to come.
Great dip. The Ditto's dip is outstanding.
This is not my first time. We come often. It's fabulous.
If fish is your dish, you can't beat Ditto's Citrus Atlantic Cod.
And if you're craving Chinese, nothing satisfies more than Ditto's Asian wraps.
What we wanted to do here was take a dish that's interpreted in China a certain way and then reinterpret it for the American public.
The food at Ditto's is so good, people from all over America have fallen in love with it.
Because although we have fried chicken in New York, it's not the same as it is in Kentucky, and especially here at Ditto.
There's so much to tempt your taste buds here at Ditto's. Even the healthy dishes are out of this world.
The salads are all homemade, chock full of local ingredients.
At Ditto's, we just want as much homemade food as possible. We pride ourselves in having things done in the house.
And you can't beat the beef at Ditto's, whether it's a burger, a bone-in ribeye, or a flavorful hanger steak.
And we're going to serve the hanger steak with a little mushrooms and onions with a little demi-glaze. This is our hanger steak that we were marinating, and we're going to finish it on the grill. And in this pan, Dan has got his demi-glaze, and he's going to add his mushrooms and his onions. And that'll be served with the hanger steak.
The steaks go on top of Ditto's famous homemade mashed potatoes, along with another colorful and flavorful topper.
Tomato basil with the demi-glaze of mushrooms and onions.
By the way, don't forget about the desserts as well at Ditto's. I mean, there's some incredible things here.
I personally make all the desserts here. I have worked as a pastry chef also through many years.
Who could resist this? A layered cake with chocolate genoise, cinnamon chocolate ganache, buttery chocolate mousse, raspberry sauce, and whipped cream.
It's a great crowd pleaser and a showstopper.
Oh, and for the ultimate topper to your meal, don't miss out on one of Ditto's signature cocktails.
You've got one of the wildest Cosmos in town, Frank. Can you show me the secrets to that one?
Well, this is our wild berry Cosmo, and Brandon's going to show us how to put that together.
Excellent. All right, Brandon knows his way around the cocktail bar here. Start out with a little Finlandia wild berries, is that?
Oh, yes.
So hence the wild Cosmo. 3/4 ounce of triple sec in there. All right, more berry there with a little Chambord, black raspberry, and a little cranberry. Berry, berry, berry. Lots of berries, and it's wild. Little shake. Wow. I'll bet this is a very popular drink here, Frank. What do you think?
Let's taste it.
Wow. That is wild and very good. I'm loving it.
Great beverages, great company, just great atmosphere. It's just all around fantastic place.
It's just been a great eating experience.
That'll do it for this episode of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Tim Laird, and we'll see you next time.
I'm Frank Yang at Ditto's Grill. Thanks for watching Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
And now that's a wrap.